On behalf of the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission, we are gathering today for a very important day in public safety. We are launching our #NowClick, #NowClick campaign for seatbelt usage for Louisianans, and we think that it's going to resonate tremendously throughout the state, and today is the birth of what I believe is going to be a movement in the making with seatbelt use.
The Now Click campaign is really about telling folks when you get in, it's just time to click. Before you get on the phone, before you turn the car on, before you attend to the kids that are buckled up in the back, you put your seatbelt on, because those are the preventive measures that we can take to ensure life safety in an uncertain condition like on a vehicle collision.
Whether you're going down the road or whether you're going and traveling far distances, it's important that everyone, driver, passenger, children, be buckled in the vehicle. We now know from research that the best chance to survive a crash is to have proper seatbelt use. And you can survive a crash by up to 50% if you are properly restrained. So that is the message that we want to resonate with the people who are here today for the Bayou Classic and beyond.
My name is Angela Young, and I'm the president of the Sanctuary Book Club. And I would like to welcome everyone to the Louisiana Highway Safety Bayou Classic Press Conference. Let's give it up for Louisiana Highway Safety and Bayou Classic. The Sanctuary is a proud sub-grant contractee, okay, with Louisiana Highway Safety, and our mission overall is to change behavior and save lives. Just that simple. Change behavior and save lives. So on this morning, we are super excited. The governor was not able to be with us, but he is a proud supporter of our message that we're getting ready to reveal and talk about, Now Click. And, but actually, Alicia Williams represents our governor. Stand up, Alicia. Anybody who does anything with Governor John Bel Edwards, you got to go through her, okay? Alicia, thank you for coming, Alicia. The governor is going to come to us by way of video.
I'm asking you and everyone to be safe. In 2017, there were 311 lives lost due to alcohol-involved vehicle crashes across Louisiana. Of those, 109 were not properly wearing their seatbelts. We know that seatbelt usage gives you the best chance for everyone to survive a crash. Please wear your seatbelt and have a designated driver when necessary. Click every seat, every time, because one life lost on Louisiana roadways is one life too many.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us on this important day for public safety. As Governor Edwards said, proper seatbelt use is the best way to survive a crash. Proper seatbelt use actually increases your chance of surviving a vehicular crash by 50%. The Louisiana Highway Safety Commission wants to reinforce that powerful message by launching today our Now Click campaign. With the support of our traffic safety partners and stakeholders who are here with us today, we commit to making Now Click every seat, every time, a behavioral shift that will resonate with everyone in the state. We have high confidence that in deploying our #NowClick campaign, that we will succeed in increasing Louisiana's seatbelt use rate from 86.9% last year to 100%. which in turn moves Louisiana toward our goal of 0 deaths and 0 injuries on our roadways. During this holiday season and throughout the year, we encourage you to give yourself and your family the gift of life. Whether you're traveling just a mile down the road or long distances, we ask you to be part of this movement by clicking it every seat, every time. Thank you.
First, I'd like to thank my fellow cabinet associate and partner, Lisa Freeman, for inviting DOTD to be a part of this very important press conference. You know, the department of 4,200 people that I lead has as an underpinning the importance of safety in its mission. We work hard to ensure safety is in everything that we do for all of the motoring public, whether it's driving a car, riding a bike, or walking as a pedestrian here in the state of Louisiana. We strive to meet these standards in everything that we do, whether it's with statewide infrastructure, from an engineering perspective, from an educational perspective, as well as a promotional perspective to educate drivers on the importance of safety and driving techniques. And this press conference, this Now Click campaign, is super important in terms of communicating that message. You know, distracted driving has become a huge epidemic that affects everyone, and I've personally witnessed and received several reports of traffic accidents along our state highway system with tragic outcomes. Many of those outcomes could have been avoided had someone worn a seatbelt. Last year, you heard the governor talk about the number of people that were lost or damaged and had their lives altered because of not wearing a seatbelt. Well, you should know, in 2017, there were 711 lives total lost on our highway system. That's a 2% increase. Again, had they been wearing a seatbelt, that number would have been a lot smaller. There's a similar trend that's occurring in other states as well. So we're not just concerned about what's happening in Louisiana, but we're concerned about when you travel across state lines, whether it's Mississippi or Texas, Alabama, or Oklahoma, for folks who are coming in for the big game this weekend. Largely in part to distracted driving and not wearing a seatbelt. We're also seeing an increase in highway fatalities that involve pedestrians here in the state of Louisiana, and that's a concern for us. That accounts for 15% of the fatalities on our highway system. Compared to that 10 years ago, it was only 10% at the time. Of the 711 fatalities we had last year, 34% of them were due to drivers and passengers not wearing the seatbelt, whether they were in the front seat or the back seat, the driver's seat or the passenger seat. Now click every seat, every time. It's super important for us to have children and have a future in the state of Louisiana where that is an important principle and a practice. And much like litter, seatbelt safety is one of the most important campaigns that we can lead. It has not had the success that others have had. So I will tell you, it's a wonderful policy, and I would encourage everyone to adhere to this campaign, every seat, every time. Before I get in my car, or when I get in my car, the first thing we do. And I would sing a song that I made up with my kids, but Lisa promised me not to do it. But I'll tell you, you know, it's seatbelt, buckle up, every seat, every time. Thank you for having us.
On behalf of Colonel Kevin Reeves, the Superintendent of State Police, we are again proud to partner with Highway Safety Commission, the New Orleans Police Department, all of our partners on the federal, state, and local levels that are here serving and standing in the gap to help keep our city safe this weekend. You have already heard from our governor, from our executive director, Lisa Freeman, and Dr. Wilson about some staggering stats. I really want to zero in on those stats that have already been mentioned, the stats that talk about buckling up, driving sober, and not driving while being distracted. If I could just drive home this one particular stat that kind of caught me. According to the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission, there's a stat when you look at the number of people who have been involved in fatal crashes where seatbelts were not worn. This stat stood out to me, the one that talks about the most or the largest population of those that were involved in fatal crashes where seatbelts were not worn were those African American males between the ages of 21 and 44. Between the ages of 21 and 44, that stat stood out. So what I want to do this morning is talk to the guys real quick, the fellas, the young men. I know you want to be cool, especially this weekend. But please, let's be cool, be safe, and buckle up. All right? Each year, thousands of people come to this great city for food, for fellowship, for fun, and of course this weekend for football. But we really, everybody here today that you're going to hear from, our one message is we want everyone to be safe. So each time that you get into a vehicle, here's what I want to ask that you would do. If you could just remind yourself to say this, now click every seat, every time. Now click every seat, every time. That one simple reminder to yourself and to the passengers in your vehicle could help save not only your life, but the life of your loved one. So again, I know you've heard a lot of numbers here this morning, and you're going to hear more numbers coming from the chief and sheriff that's going to come before or after me. But the truth of the matter is, these statistics and these numbers could all be changed if we would just simply choose to buckle up, drive sober, reduce our speeds, and try not to drive without being distracted. We do not want this fun-filled weekend that's ahead of us to be shadowed or tragically highlighted because of a decision not to buckle up. So I really want to encourage everyone, if you do get behind the wheel or get in a vehicle, any seat that you're sitting in, please buckle up. While you're here this Bayou Classic weekend, you will see a strong state police presence. In addition to the troopers that we have assigned to Troop N, we have approximately 50 uniformed and plainclothes troopers who will be partnering with NOPD to help keep our city safe. In addition to those troopers, we have 50 uniformed and plainclothes troopers who will also be in and around the French Quarters and the Superdome areas. So our message this morning and this weekend is simple. We just want you to have fun, enjoy the fellowship, enjoy the food, enjoy the Bayou Classic, but please, please, please be safe. Thank you.
Thank you to Director Freeman and Dr. Wilson. I want to say thank you to all of our public safety partners, to all of our community partners. This could not be possible without all of you. And as you've heard from so many people before me, you'll hear people after me, it is imperative that we, number one, don't drink and drive. Don't drive distracted. Let's make sure we buckle up every time. Click it, every seat, every time. Now you've heard that, but let me take it a little further. Because we're a destination city and because we're one of the places that's able to host any event bigger and better than anybody else, we're really a walking destination city. If you don't have to drive, by all means don't, because you can get from any hotel and any venue to our Superdome and back in just a couple of minutes with a short walk. Certainly we want to make sure that you're safe. As you heard the captain say, we will have an extremely robust, high visibility public safety package and deployment this weekend for you to be safe and for you to feel safe. So when you see members of the New Orleans Police Department or the state police or the sheriff's office, stop and ask us any question you have. Tell us anything you want to tell us. We will give you directions and help you in any way that you need. You will see not only at the Superdome, but all over the downtown area, more particularly Canal Street and Bourbon Street, a high visibility package. But there is also a police contingency that's covert that you won't see, that's working behind the scenes to make sure that everyone is safe. We want to make sure that the traffic flows smoothly. We have a robust traffic plan to move cars throughout the downtown area so that there are not traffic logs and traffic jams. And we would ask that you would abide by the rules, and when the officers move you, just kind of help us out a little bit. But we want to make sure you can get to your hotels, you can get to any venue, but if you don't have to drive, by all means, it's just a short walk to any venue. New Orleans has a lot to offer. We want you to enjoy all that we have to offer. Enjoy our food, enjoy our entertainment. You kind of have to take New Orleans in slow. If you're not used to it at home, you're not going to be used to it here. But we have a lot to offer. We want you to enjoy yourself. We commit to you that we've given you the best police high visibility package possible. We want you to enjoy the game. We want to say good luck to both teams. And once again, who dat? Once again, welcome to New Orleans.
Don't spoil it by getting pulled over if you're not sober. Be sober. Don't drive buzzed. Don't think you can handle a few drinks and get behind the wheel, because what's going to happen is you're going to come to the Orleans Justice Center, and it won't be good. It won't be nice. It won't be friendly. You're going to have all of that good time spoiled. So it really comes down to one decision, and that's whether you want to have a good time with your friends and your family and all of your colleagues, or whether you want to spend some time in jail. Don't do it. Don't do it. Great program here. Click, every seat, every time. You'll be safer because, look, we want you to be safe. We want you to enjoy New Orleans. We want you to enjoy everything that we have. Like the superintendent said, the food, the fun, a little alcohol. But look, there's ways to do it. Uber, Lyft, taxis, take advantage of those. Look, have a great time. Click every seat, every time. Thank you.
So I would like to start off by saying thank you to the Executive Director Freeman, Dr. Wilson, the governor and his designee, and all of the esteemed colleagues I have here today. I bring greetings from the place where everybody is a somebody, and that's Grambling State University. On behalf of our president, Rich Gallo, our students, faculty, and the Grambling community, I want to express my sincerest gratitude and support for this much-needed initiative that we are here talking about today. At this pivotal moment, the growth of the histories of both Grambling State University and Southern University, we know that the effort to grow safety is not an option. This is something that we have to do every day, all the time. We would like to lead the charge to grow safety on our campuses, our communities, and most importantly, support the Highway Safety Commission. As a 23-year law enforcement officer, I have witnessed firsthand the impact of how a simple moment and a split decision of not now clicking it has impacted people's lives. I have seen it time and time again. I would like to say this is an investment for everyone to invest in their lives, invest in their futures, and most importantly, invest in their safety. We at Grambling State pledge our support and commitment to supporting this campaign and look forward to leading and spreading the word across the state of Louisiana, especially the northern part of Louisiana. I'd like to say thank you to everyone for your time, and please be safe.
Steeped in history with a long-standing legacy of tradition, service, excellence, and exemplifying our university's motto, the place where everybody is somebody. Bringing you greetings from the calm city of Simsboro, Louisiana, I am Adarian Williams, and I am humbly serving my second term as Student Government Association President. Thank you. I extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission for not only inviting us to participate in this morning's press event, but for also reminding thousands of fans and supporters who are driving to New Orleans for the 45th Annual Bayou Classic, reminding us to buckle up and practice safe driving. Louisiana law states that all drivers and passengers, regardless of which seat they occupy in a vehicle, must wear a seatbelt or properly installed child safety seat. Besides being the law in Louisiana, wearing your seatbelt is the #1 thing a driver or passenger can do to protect themselves in a crash. We are pleased by the dedicated and sustained efforts by the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission in supporting national programs such as Click It or Ticket that raises awareness of the need for proper seatbelt usage, and this year's campaign, Now Click Every Seat, Every Time, which will aim to reduce traffic fatalities in Louisiana. This year, observational surveys showed that 86.9% of all Louisiana drivers and passengers were wearing their seatbelts. While this record usage rate is good news for Louisiana, there is much work to be done to convince the other 13.1% of seatbelt wearers moving forward 100% compliance. Together we will keep Louisiana safe by encouraging all drivers and passengers to buckle up. With your help, we will keep our people safe on the road every single day. Now click, every day, every time. Now click. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the state of Louisiana.
Good morning. bringing you greetings from the 1901 Tigerland, the home of the world-famed Tiger Marching Band, and the home of the champions on the courts, on the fields, and in the classroom. I am Jamaria Davis Miller, a senior pre-med biology major and psychology minor, hailing from the beautiful Twin Cities of Monroe, Louisiana, and I humbly serve as the 65th Miss Grambling State University. You can click it in a minute to avoid a life of tragedy or even a ticket. So Louisiana, let's get busy and never forget to click it. Thank you.
All right, good morning. Good morning. So greetings and salutations. My name is Anthony B. Kinney. I am a senior mass communications major from the capital city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I proudly serve as the 2018-2019 president of the Student Government Association of the best HBCU known to man, the only HBCU with its own system in the whole entire world, the Southern University A&M College in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. On behalf of our distinguished institution, Southern University, our SGA, our faculty, student, and staff, I would like to say that Southern University is leading the charge with click it or ticket. Being that I'm a student myself, we always preach to our students that do not get in no vehicle if you are intoxicated or under the influence. Too many students are losing their lives on an everyday basis to somebody negligence of driving with proper cars or driving under the influence as well. Matter of fact, we had a young lady that attended our institution 2 years ago and transferred another institute, actually killed yesterday morning on her way back to her family from the University of Southern Mississippi. So we'll do a moment of silence for her as well. Thank you. So it is very imperative that any time and any basis that we tell our students we lead the charge, not just for our students, but each and every person in the state of Louisiana, that driving under the influence or driving with no seatbelt is a very dangerous task. And coming to one of the biggest HBCU classes, the Bayou Classic, we have a whole lot of different visitors, tourist attractions coming to New Orleans, and we want to make sure that we preach the message that you have to click it or ticket on an everyday basis. Now, they said we was in traffic. I ain't get caught in traffic. One thing about Southern University, we represent for the whole family. We are the best institution with the baddest band in the land, the #1 football team. So when we take home the W this weekend, because we don't take L's in Southern, there ain't no L in Southern, we want to make sure that at the end of the day we have unity amongst our HBCUs and we preach the message across every HBCU that you must click it or ticket. Now I have the great honor of bringing up the beautiful, the 88th Miss Southern University A&M College.
Good morning, everyone. I am Darby Smith, a senior business marketing major from Shreveport, Louisiana, and I serve as the 88th Miss Southern University in Agricultural and Mechanical College. They told me to be short and sweet, so I just want to make sure everybody understands we all want to ensure that our students of Southern University and Grambling State University, that we're just here for family, fun, football, friends. So we want to ensure that we do just that this weekend. So we want to make sure that we now click every seat every time. Thank you.
We have internationally known, he is internationally known for the song Cupid Shuffle, and his name, because you probably don't know this, is Bryson Cupid Bernard. And so he's gonna come up because he has a special message about Now Click. Come on, Cupid, look at that hat.
Good morning. I am honored and excited to be able to implement my portion to the Now Click campaign. Oftentimes we hear a lot of commercials, and there's that small little part of that commercial that sticks with you everywhere you go, every time you hear it. So fortunately, whenever you hear, now click, you ought to put that seatbelt on, all right? So I have my dancers here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little shuffle, and then we're gonna implement that with the new campaign slogan, Now Click. DJ Mr. Fett, we are ready, sir. Here we go, y'all. Now feel free to join with us at any time. Hey, hey, hey. Now click, now click, now click, now click. Oh, you'll be walking by yourself, walking by yourself. Let's go. Hey, clap it up, y'all. Clap it up right here. Clap, y'all. We clicking it. Do it right. Come on, y'all. There we go. They got a brand new dance. It's not a lot of trouble. Every time you drive, you gotta use a buckle. Hey, that's right, y'all. We saving lives with this one. Now click, now come on, baby, click, or you'll be walking by yourself, walking by yourself. Hey, keep moving, y'all. We want to save lives, y'all. Here we go. Do it right. Now click. One more time. It's not a brand new dance. It's not a lot of trouble. Every time you drive, you gotta use a buckle. All right, y'all. Remember this. Last part. Now click. Oh, come on, baby, click, or you'll be walking by yourself. Walking by yourself. Click it.
I wanted to create something that would be catchy for even the youngsters to remind parents who are driving to want to click their seatbelts, something that can kind of become socially important enough to where it just becomes as important as not smoking in a public place. Clicking your seatbelt will be just that important.
What's your reaction to what you've seen and heard so far?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm seeing a lot of people starting to catch on. The song is really catchy. I'm hearing there is actually a new version to the dance as well, so a lot of excitement about it.
Nationally, seatbelt use is something that all the highway safety offices struggle with, but in Louisiana, our rate is below 90%. We believe and have high confidence that with this kind of campaign that is going to address the simple use of seatbelts, every seat, every time, that we can raise that seatbelt usage rate in Louisiana, and we are aiming for that 100%.
Historically and numerically, African Americans have a lower number of seatbelt usage, if you will, in terms of accidents. And so we want to encourage everyone to be safe, that the vast majority of our accidents could save lives if folks wear their seatbelts.
Wearing your seatbelt is the #1 thing a driver or passenger can do to protect themselves in a crash.
Now click, every seat, every time. The message speaks for itself, and that is why we have high confidence that it's going to resonate. This is not just a launch of a media campaign today. This is a blueprint for saving lives, and we fully believe that it has the potential to do so.
We know that seatbelt usage gives you the best chance for everyone to survive a crash. Please wear your seatbelt and have a designated driver when necessary. Click every seat, every time, because one life lost on Louisiana roadways is one life too many.